have an all-women panel today. Aprajita Sarangi, Member of Parliament of the BJP, Dr. Amiben Yagnik, Member of Parliament of the Congress, Dr. Maua Maji is the Member of Parliament of JMM, Sushmita Dev, Member of Parliament of the TMC. Dr. Amiben Yagnik, is this a case of missed opportunity? Could 2022 have been 1977 when Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy was elected unopposed? On 75th year of India's independence, when the country was getting its first tribal president and a woman too, could all political parties have come together and ensured that she goes to Raisina Hill unopposed?
Maria, today, first of all, instead of getting into all this, I would like to give my heartiest congratulations to Droupadi Murmu ji. She is the first tribal woman to be the president, 15th president of our country. And I think I have so much hope that she is an embodiment of women empowerment, and she would, apart from preserving, protecting and defending the Constitution, will also look at the twin object. One is that women empowerment, and which is very, very, very much needed, though we are in the third decade of the 21st century. And secondly, all the forest rights and the tribal rights, which are really needed to be boosted by the acts that are in place but not implemented. And that is what I think is very important today, rather than talking about what would have been and why should it have been and why it has not happened.
Fine enough, ma'am. I really appreciate you taking that line. Sushmita Dev, Mamata Banerjee has always positioned herself as the champion of women's rights. She often says that she is a woman leader, woman chief minister. Again, this was a case of second woman president, but the first tribal woman president of India. Would you have wanted to vote for her?
See, Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, made it very clear that she was not voting against an individual. It was a fight of ideologies. She made it very clear that the opposition was on one side, and they had a joint meeting. As you know, all the 17 opposition parties came to a conclusion. This was not a fight against Droupadi ji. This was a fight against the ideology. And let me tell you, Droupadi Murmu ji winning to make it into a BJP's victory is completely the wrong narrative. This was a fight, a democratic fight, and a democracy you can contest any position, whether it's presidents, whether it's vice presidents, whether it's a member of parliament or an MLA. So to make it about a certain community, about a certain gender and a certain caste is absolutely wrong. This is a larger fight about protecting the Constitution. This is the highest post. This is the highest post and it's supposed to be the protector of the Constitution. And what Mamata Banerjee has faced from the governor of Bengal, this was a fight against a certain mindset. It was not against any individual, any caste, any community. And I joined the nation in congratulating Droupadi Murmu ji. She has won the election. She's the president-elect. And we wish her well. And I hope she fights hard to protect the Constitution.
Yes, I'm going to ask what does it really mean to women MPs at large in just a bit. But before that, Aprajita Sarangi, you have worked with Droupadi Murmu at some stage in her career and your career. What was it like? You know, it's often said that these constitutional offices, be it the President's office or the office of Governor, are largely rubber stamped. What's your experience been with Droupadi Murmu?
A very good evening. I think this is a day of jubilation, a day of celebration. And such moments are very rare in the history of a nation, when all people of a country unite to celebrate the victory of an idea, a thought, a principle. And let me tell you categorically, without any hesitation, that we are celebrating the idea of Antyodaya today. Madam Droupadi Murmu has been a wonderful person, is a wonderful person, and I'm sure she would be a source of inspiration for hundreds and thousands of us. And yes, I would definitely say that I am more lucky than many. When she was the Minister of Animal Husbandry and Transport with the state government of Orissa, I was director in the Orissa Secretariat. And at that point of time, with some work, I had gone to her, very important work, and I remember I could see the kind of efficacy with which she handled the issue that I had raised before her. And let me tell you what an affable person she is. She has always been. 2 months back, she had just come from the governorship of Jharkhand, and she was in Rairangpur, and she was kind enough to send a message to me saying that she was wanting to talk. And I called her back, and she said, long time we haven't spoken to each other, and then we had a good long chat. So this is the person that she is, very simple, empathetic, and very positive. So I think the country is very lucky, very fortunate. And I can only say that, you know, Rairangpur to Raisina Hill, this journey of hers has been dotted, or rather marked, by struggles, odds, and difficulties. Yes. And she had some very grave personal tragedies too, but you know, she has combated all with a lot of courage, with a lot of conviction, and she is definitely a source of inspiration for thousands of us.
Yes, and Mahua Maji, JMM backing her candidature wasn't really a surprise, but because she has also worked as the governor of Jharkhand, in that period she returned 2 bills because she thought that those bills were anti-tribal. Tell us your story with your former governor.
क्या सबसे पहले तो मैं माननीय द्रौपदी जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामना देती हूँ, और ये हमारे लिए भी बहुत खुशी की बात है। जब मैं झारखंड विमेन कमीशन की चेयरपर्सन थी, उस समय वो हमारे झारखंड की गवर्नर रही हैं, तो उनके साथ कई मंचों को शेयर करने का और राजभवन में विभिन्न कार्यक्रमों में जाकर शिरकत करने का अवसर मिला, तो मैंने बहुत करीब से उनको देखा है। और हमारी पार्टी ने भी उनको वोट देने का निर्णय लिया इसी आधार पर कि उन्होंने हमेशा ट्राइबल हित में काम किया है। वो हमारे रांची यूनिवर्सिटी की कुलाधिपति भी थी, तो ट्राइबल डिपार्टमेंट में शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में भी उन्होंने अच्छा काम किया है। और सबसे बड़ी बात कि वो बहुत सीधी, सरल और अच्छी महिला है, नेक इंसान है, और कभी उन्होंने किसी को तकलीफ़ नहीं दी। और जो ट्राइबल बिल आया था, संताल परगना टेनेंसी एक्ट और छोटाकू टेनेंसी एक्ट, उस पर वो अड़ी रही और अपने सरकार के खिलाफ भी जाकर उसमें जबरन उसमें साइन वगैरह नहीं किया। उनकी ये इस खूबी ने पूरे झारखंड के आदिवासियों का मन मोह लिया, और हमारी पार्टी ने, हमारे दिशम गुरु आदरणीय शिबू सोरेन जी ने और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने निर्णय लिया कि उन्हीं को वोट करना है, क्योंकि हमारे देश में पहली आदिवासी महिला को ये सम्मान मिला है, और हमारी पार्टी की जो आइडियोलॉजी है वो आदिवासी हित में काम करती है। हमारा पूरा संघर्ष ही उसके लिए है, हमारे गुरुजी की, तो इसलिए हम लोग इसका स्वागत करते हैं, और हम सब में बहुत खुशी है। पूरा झारखंड इसका जश्न मना रहा है।
तो जश्न तो बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में हो रहे हैं, और